Hi everyone and welcome to Just Love. My name is Paula and I'm here with Judy. Hi Judy.
Hi Paula, hi everyone.
In this episode, Judy has 3 brief but very powerful messages for you from her book, The Way of the Forest. But before we go into them, I'd just like to comment further on the message she read to us a couple of weeks ago in episode 125, entitled The Art of Silence. This was one of the first messages Judy was given right back in the late 1980s, but it is particularly relevant now, especially given the political situation going on in at least 2 countries right now, with certain politicians using the art of speech as a weapon against their opponents. As a wise teacher, Jesus, I think it was, once said, "It's not what you put into your mouth that is the problem, it's what comes out of it." I'll get Judy to read this message out again to remind us. So here it is, The Art of Silence.
Thanks, Paula. If you wish to progress spiritually in life, you must learn silence and the art of listening. Far too many people indulge in endless chatter, desperately trying to fill the empty void within. They expend so much energy in putting their point across and broadcasting all their personal thoughts, worries and ideas to the world in general, who, on the whole, are not interested anyway, being caught up in and distracted completely by their own thoughts, worries and ideas. It's only by cultivating peace, calmness and silence, and so allowing the quiet voice of the higher self to be heard, that any real progress can be made or wisdom attained. Talking endlessly is easy. It is the art of silence and listening that is more difficult to acquire. This, by the way, is the difference between prayer and meditation. When you pray, you talk to God. When you meditate, you listen. People talk needlessly for many reasons: boredom, anxiety, loneliness, insecurity, or frustration, not realising that these problems can be more effectively dealt with by learning to listen instead. Remember always, words are cheap and plentiful. It is the silence that is like rare, pure gold.
Oh, I love that. The endless chatter to the world who in general are not interested. Also, the endless chit-chat in the mind while trying to meditate. We've been so programmed, conditioned and indoctrinated to be of the world as opposed to just being in the world. And as you clearly say, it is only by cultivating peace, calmness and silence that allows the quiet voice of the higher self to be heard and any real progress made or wisdom attained. A great little reminder.
It sure is, Paula. Many people don't realise how energy draining and distracting verbal speech can be. And many simply don't feel comfortable with silence. It's like they can't cope with just being. They need to be distracted from their own inner self, the God essence within. And as for using words as weapons to shoot others down, as our politicians are so prone to do, that is a clear indication of weakness within themselves, which is a worry with someone who is being elected to run a country or state.
Yes, it sure is. Okay, the next message is entitled Living in the Now.
Okay, this one sort of relates to the art of silence in a way, so here is Living in the Now. Live content within the moment, my little ones. Do not yearn wistfully for the past or longingly for the future. Each moment is a jewel, a precious drop within the ocean of time, given to you by God to enjoy to the fullest and to make the very most of. In your yearning for things past and your longing for things to come, your energies become fragmented and diffused instead of whole and centred as they should be. Live your life in the reverence, peace and stillness of each precious God-given moment and be blessed.
Oh, so beautiful. And when we master living in the now, we will also master the art of silence and vice versa.
Yes, because again, as with too much talking, it's a great distraction. Spending your time worrying about and immersing yourself in the past and future rather than the present. We cannot change the past by worrying about it, so just move on and learn from it. And as for our future, we're creating it right now in the present by the way we think. So disciplining our mind to focus on positivity right now rather than possible negativity in the future will create a better future for us. This is why the 5 Reiki principles are so brilliant. The phrase, just for today, comes in before each one. Just for today, do not anger. Just for today, do not worry. Just for today, be grateful. Just for today, be honest in your work. Just for today, be compassionate to self and others. It's all about having the mental discipline to focus your energy into the now and in a positive way.
Yes, and what an amazingly different world Earth would be if everyone could learn to practice this. So here's another short but sweet message entitled Turning Negative into Positive.
Okay. Certain happenings and situations recur, and certain souls meet again and again throughout many lives until these happenings, situations and encounters can be turned from negative into positive. These recurrences will of course be in different times, places and circumstances, and the stage will be set accordingly. It is for this reason that you must learn to practice unconditional love and tolerance towards those around you and approach life's challenges in a positive and compassionate frame of mind. For until you do, you will be brought together again and again, and the situation repeated endlessly. This pattern will continue over many lives until the lesson is learned, the rough edges knocked off, so to speak, and love and positivity begin to take root and bloom in your heart.
You've spoken about this many times. The recurrences are reincarnation. And as we are on our way into the golden age, do you think that these recurrences will somehow be cancelled out? I have heard some talk about that. I just wondered what your take was. I like the sound of having karma cancelled. It does make sense to me because we are fast tracking, our consciousness is expanding, therefore we are learning our lessons at a rate faster than what we have in past lifetimes. Anyway, over to you for your thoughts, Judy.
Okay, Paula. The thing is, karma can only be cancelled through balance. This is the bottom line. We cannot just magically cancel our karma. Karma is energy out of balance, and energy is like water in that it always flows naturally to a state of balance. This is hard to express verbally, but hopefully people will understand what I mean. The universe forever seeks balance, and the balancing of karma is an integral part of this. It's the balancing of karma that will bring about the so-called golden age. You cannot experience the golden age until you've balanced your karmic debts. Shifting into the golden age is all about evolving beyond the extreme polarity of life on Earth. So yes, karma will dissolve, but to do this it needs to be balanced first, which involves expanding our consciousness to become more aware of where balance is needed. As our consciousness evolves and expands, the process will speed up.
Such a good answer, Judy. And finally, the last message entitled The Higher Self.
Okay, the higher self. All of you travel with many guides and helpers along the pathways of your various lives, but the one that you are ultimately striving to connect with, the spark of God that lies within each and every one of you, is your own higher self. It is here that the key to your connection back to oneness lies. Throughout all your many lives, there is a constant battle between your higher self, the God part, and your lower self, the mortal physical part. Once you begin the journey inwards and upwards towards the higher self, then and only then are you truly and firmly setting your feet upon the path back to oneness source.
Again, so lovely. Once you begin the journey inwards and upwards towards the higher self, God is within. To find God, go within. God resides within, in every single cell of our body.
And this is where religion has gone astray on earth by creating its God in a separate 3D human image as an old bearded man up in the sky somewhere doling out rewards and punishments on helpless, sinful little humans. In this way, humankind has been very effectively disempowered. The fact is we all have God energy right here, right now, in every single one of us, completely regardless of our religion or lack of it, culture or physical appearance. And as we discussed in our last episode, it's just a matter of choosing to tune in or not. Turning on our God switch is a free will choice, and it's totally to do with tuning into unconditional love rather than fear. The book these messages are taken from is entitled The Way of the Forest and is available as a free download on my website listed below. And my 5 other books, all available through Amazon, are Human by Day, Zeta by Night, followed by The Zeta Message, then Extraterrestrial Presence on Earth, Lessons in History, and my 2 most recent books, both Kindle editions, and both also available in German, An Interview with an Alien, Comments by an Undercover ET, and Cosmic Spirituality, Blending Religion and Science in Oneness from an Off-Planet Perspective.
Thanks so much, Jude, and thanks everyone for listening. Please share, like, and subscribe. Sending you all much love, and bye for now.